Hello, everybody, and happy holidays. Specifically for tonight, tomorrow, Merry Christmas. And I'm not sure when Hanukkah goes on this year, as I am not Jewish and paid no attention to that. But happy Hanukkah for those of you who celebrate that. I hope everyone is doing well on this holiday as I move that back into focus for me. Seems a little loud still. Hang on. Just ambient music should not sound that loud, I don't think. So how is everyone out there doing? As I get settled in. 5 days of study. I have exactly 1 day left at my current job before I move on to new job. Maybe 2 days, but more than likely just the one. A movie marathon. It's not going to be a 24-hour marathon of the same movie, is it? Don't mind me, I'm just kind of looking around at things right now. She hasn't seen a lot of movies you have, so you're going to introduce her to them. So anyway, the Tesla effect. Before we begin, I should mention a few things about it, I guess. She hadn't seen The Great Mouse Detective? It's been years, decades, since I've seen The Great Mouse Detective. But, yeah, the Tesla effect. For those of you that have been watching me do Let's Plays for years and years and years, will remember that I did a Let's Play of 4 games with Tex Murphy in them. Mean Streets, Martian Memorandum, Pandora Directive. You know, those games. Way back when. There's a 5th game in the series called Overseer, which I made like an hour-long video showing why I couldn't record that one very well, and that's because there is no windowed mode for it. So to play it, I would have to get a proper Windows emulator set up that could actually run in a window. And so far I haven't been able to do that. One of these days I will actually buckle down and get it running so I can actually do a proper Overseer playthrough. But story-wise, it is pretty much just a retelling of the first game, the way back. By giving it, instead of just the animated pixels and 2D animation and all that, it's actually proper full motion video. Well, fast forward, 20 some odd years, and this came out from basically starring the same dude as Tex Murphy even. But yeah, Tesla Effect, and Atlas even had a hand in producing this. Go figure. Of all studios to help produce, distribute, whatever, a FMV point-and-click adventure, Atlas was not one I would have expected. Go figure. But yeah, this is, in effect, a sequel to the Pandora directive. Maybe even kind of considered a sequel to Overseer. Not everyone that you may remember from the Tex Murphy series will be here, but a pretty good chunk. I believe most noticeably absent was Chelsee, which still kind of annoys me that they couldn't find somebody to play Chelsee and wrote her out completely. Ah, well, maybe that will be fixed with the next game, because they are making a sequel to Tesla Effect. I can't remember the exact, it's Poisoned something. I would have to go look again. But they are making a sequel to this, and they expect it to be out next year. This is an old school point and click adventure FMV. Yeah, much like the Pandora directive was. So anyway, with the preamble out of the way, so let's see. Much like the old school Tex Murphy games, there is a casual and there is a gamer mode. And by Tex Murphy games, I mean like 2. They made the last 2, well, the 3rd and 4th games in the series, you actually had casual and gamer mode. Casual mode gave you a lot more hints about things. The in-game hints, you have an in-game hint system. You have puzzles that can be skipped from the menu. Yeah. Anyway, because I've played these games before, stick it on gamer. I may go back and have to put it on casual, or I may have to look up a walkthrough later on, but from my early attempts at playing this years and years ago, it takes a while to get difficult. It actually does. But when it gets difficult, it hits the old style Tex Murphy. Yeah, good luck with that mode of trial and error. So anyway.
Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy.
You're the big PI in the sky?
Turn that up.
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided.
Yeah, I can barely hear anything either. The ambient music was so loud.
right on the head. Remember me? Your old pal Huck? Seriously, you look clueless.
Who or what are you?
Geez, how hard did you hit your head? Well, let me
It's taking me a bit to get back to where I can actually get back to the title screen here. And that goes away. Of course it does. Turn this back on. Yeah, Atlas! Go figure. I mean, you hear this music, right? You hear how loud this is? I kind of expected this to be the low end of the low end of the volume, but apparently it's not. Because I would like you guys to hear this, because they actually do have James Earl Jones. Yes, it is. Sniff and lick everything. Kind of.
You have a fax.
No, come on.
You have a fax.
Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy.
Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the Earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided.
There we go. That sounds a lot better. But this actually is a point-and-click adventure game, just in 3D.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. Not exactly great for business, but it holds a strange attraction for me. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore. These days, I'm known for being a man who gets things done, no matter what the cost. You got a job that pays? I'll do it. No questions asked. I can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe I was drawn to the romance, adventure, and independence it offered. Or maybe because I believed in its code of honor. That a man can remain untarnished as others sink into a cesspool of lies, corruption, and greed. A man better than the world around him. But even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. The world has a way of beating you into submission. Circumstances change. The guilty aren't always punished. Temptations become obsessions, and love can be violently taken, leaving you empty and hollow. Each day, innocence fades, and your character weakens. That's not all at once, but a piece at a time until you can't be put back together again. You finally realize the only way to get ahead in this world is to make sure you're on the winning side, and then do anything you can to stay alive. I don't know why I'm so reflective tonight. Maybe I finally crossed the Rubicon, but that's not true either. I passed that sign miles back and didn't even pause to take a picture. Maybe I just feel extra guilty tonight for what I'm about to do. Time when I would have never agreed to do something this despicable. I can't explain why I do this, but maybe Judas would understand.
Drag him into the speeder. Look, the top window. I think we got him.
Let's get out of here. Hey, you! Over here! Finally! What was all that commotion outside anyway? Howza, you really got a hit on the head. Remember me? Your old pal Huck? Seriously, you look clueless.
Who or what are you?
Geez, how hard did you hit your head? Well, let me reintroduce myself. I'm your Smart Alex, your personal assistant, version 1.5, fashioned 3 years ago in a factory with truly horrible working conditions you don't want to know. I'm your trusty, tech-savvy sidekick whose primary functions include travel agent, inventory tracking and analysis, investigative advice, case notes, and I'm also a confidant and a best buddy, you gigantic oaf. Remember?
Not really.
Would you like a tutorial on my usage?
So yes, now that the intro is over, we are indeed dealing with real actors, filmed in front of a green screen, and then with the 3D video footage placed behind them. Yes, we are dealing with one of those. This was produced just a year or two ago. Yeah, this is a very recently made game, and it's got a sequel coming out. So yeah, we are Tex Murphy, I call him a private investigator, but he's also a dance instructor, which pays the bills. Seriously, go back and watch my Let's Play, or play it yourself. The third and fourth games in the Tex Murphy quintilogy for more details. But yeah. So let's watch the tutorial video, shall we?
Activating tutorial mode. Let's begin. Welcome to the Smart Alex interface. This is where the magic happens. This button takes you to your inventory. Items you pick up along the way can be viewed and used from here. To take a closer look at an item, select it and then click the Examine icon. The Examine feature often gives clues about the object. This is your map, where you can view your current location or warp to other locales. This icon is our handy-dandy built-in hint system. It will list tasks for each location. This is your flashlight. If you are in a particularly dark environment, you can turn on this flashlight to help you out. If you're playing in casual mode, when the beam of light from the flashlight shines on an object that needs to be picked up, the object will sparkle. This is the Look icon. If you want to look at an object without interacting with it, press this icon.
More furniture I don't recognize.
The Use icon allows you to interact with an object in the environment. The Smart Alex icon will flash in the corner, confirming an item has been picked up and placed in the inventory. To exit out of the Smart Alex game interface, click on the giant X in the middle. Let's start by picking up an item to add to the inventory. Walk over to the corner shelf and pick up the broken record.
Oh man, my Gene Autry record's broken in two.
Now let's take a look at this new addition in your inventory. Return to the Smart Alex interface and click on the inventory icon. Look, the broken record. Examine the broken record to hear a clue about what to do with it.
I'll need some glue to repair this broken record.
Exit your inventory by clicking the X in the upper right corner. Well, let's try picking up another inventory item. Navigate to the desk and pick up the bottle of glue.
It's a bottle of stupid glue.
Now open your inventory again. You now have both the broken record and the bottle of glue. Let's try combining your two inventory items.
By the way, I'm not
Select the
controlling
broken
this,
record
it's just
and
kind
drag
of
it to one
showing
the
you
combination
everything.
slots below. Now, select the glue and drag it to the other combination slot. I'm experiencing a sensation altogether new to me, and frankly, I love it. Success! You have now created a vinyl record.
Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's my one stability in this crazy world.
Try using the vinyl record on your Victrola player in your office. To use an inventory item, simply point at the target, open the inventory, select an item, and then press the Use icon.
I close my
Ah,
eyes
Gene Autry, the
and
singing cowboy. Nice
dream
choice of music. One more thing. To access the pause menu, simply hit Escape. From here, you can save your game, access the main menu, explore the help section, or quit the game. Yep, that's all there is to it. Now let's get back to your actual case.
You have a fax.
So it did just kind of show us all that. But now that we have control... we put Mouse sensitivity needs to go down a little bit. Didn't help much, but it did help some.
I don't remember my office furniture being so nice. What happened? My indispensable water cooler still doesn't have paper cups.
You have a fax.
Yeah, more furniture I don't recognize. Oh boy, a fax. Well, it's another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Key Lime Largo. I'll put this in my comic book rack. My friend Louie runs the Brew and Stew, and this is his personal brand of coffee. I gotta say, it packs a wallop. Well, that's new. When things get slow in the detective business, I've always been able to fall back on my skills as a dance instructor. When things get slow in the detective business, I've always been able to fall back on my skills as a dance instructor. It's a note from my old friend Archie Ellis. Apparently he's out of town doing some research. When he returns, I'll need to ask him about the case we're working on. Yeah, more furniture I don't recognize. Yeah, no detective worth his salt would be without a fax machine.
In 2050.
What on earth is this amount of cash doing in my office? If someone was trying to hire me to do something, it probably wasn't legal. I better put this away until I know exactly why it's here.
Yeah, we don't do these. We don't do sniff and lick. Although that was an option in one of the Tex Murphy games. It is pretty much just look and touch here.
It's my Gene Autry fake book. Whenever I'm feeling low, I can sing the songs of my hero.
What about the songs of your people?
Oh, man. My Richie Havens signature guitar signature disappeared. That'll teach me to get an autograph with a dry erase marker.
Yeah, that would do it.
Sometimes, I wish I had a talking gumball machine as my wacky sidekick.
You're not reviewing old movies. Nothing there. Nothing in there. Okay.
This is where I keep my knickknacks and paddywhacks. Oh man, this record's broken in two. The Maltese Falcon. I don't remember picking up this little souvenir. How long was I knocked out? One of my golf partners. Old Bogey, we call him. These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee. These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee.
Can't look at the clutter down there? Okay, fair enough.
Ah, the Colonel. He was my first real mentor in the PI business, and here he is giving me a helpful tip.
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them.
I always get the chill of fear down my spine whenever I think of him.
The effect sound is just a tiny bit too loud. But yeah, the rule in a game like this, look at everything.
Ellis wrote a book. I bet this sells for pennies on eBay.
You gonna pick it up?
Ellis wrote a book. I bet this sells for pennies on eBay.
There's the lighting controls. New. Let's see if they've got a control to crouch. Just sprint, huh? Okay, no crouching in this one. They had crouching in the other games. eBay apparently still exists in the timeline, yeah.
Enigma. Sounds like the story of my life. Why would I be researching this? This looks interesting. Probably a book on how to map out fun spots to visit inside your brain. It's one of my business cards, but it looks different. When did I change these?
I can't zoom in on it.
Blue's always useful. No messages on the vid phone. The resort sounds like an upscale condo community. Definitely not something I'm interested in. Oh, my decoder ring.
But we can't pick it up. Okay.
Whoa, this melted chocolate bar's been in here for a while. Chocolate always reminds me of Clint, one of the residents at Chandler Avenue.
Yeah, Clint is a chocoholic.
Isn't a good time for a social call, punk. If I don't get her fixed soon, I'll go insane. Doré me paso lato.
What do you mean, go insane? Seems to me you're already there.
How do you get lost before I eat that chocolate-colored hat of yours?
And you will have to forgive me if I don't get every reference to the old games.
On Saturday nights, I push the furniture to the walls and cut loose on the dance floor.
Because it has been a very long time since I played them.
PI rules are for sissies. I've been able to achieve a certain level of success ignoring all the rules of my business.
Nothing in that drawer. Nothing in that drawer.
Yeah, the rug really ties the room together.
As long as nobody pees on it.
My camera books are great, but I prefer stories about his crazy nephews, Mike and Icamer. I try to collect all their candy comics.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. That comic we picked up actually did go to a comic shelf.
The Big Finish Detective by your Aaron Connors. Finns make the best detectives.
There is actually a rack. I look at everything in here.
My indispensable... I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why? I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. These are the fedoras I've collected over the years, and I take great care of them. Hey, one of these has a hole in it. How did that happen?
Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning.
Like this.
You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam!
Mm-hmm.
Bam! And you!
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah, there we go.
Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean.
That's not a terrible desktop. I want that keyboard, though.
Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean.
Yeah, Big Finish Detective by Finish Games, and Aaron Connor is also one of the other developers. The guy you see playing Tex Murphy is actually one of the main people working on the game, too. They just kind of used him as a default way back when for just still shots of the detective, and decided to keep him doing it throughout the whole
that was from
series.
my first jackalope hunt. Yeah, San Francisco looks way different now.
Poor jackalopes.
And it's a sitting room. Good for sitting. And it's a sitting room. What's up with the bed? Looks like it's for a Lothario instead of some hard-working down-on-his-luck PI. Am I going crazy here? Perfect. All I need is one good night's stand. It's a genuine Ark of the Covenant footrest. I picked it up at a government warehouse sale years back. But I've never had the nerve to open it all the way. It's a genuine Ark of the Covenant footrest. at rest. Picked it up at a government... Yeah, I remember years ago, I was finishing up the latest Mike and Ike Candy Kids adventure, and I realized I devoured several chapters and it wasn't agreeing with me. I could feel my stomach churning like a volcano, and I realized I wasn't gonna make it to the bathroom.
Oh, what? I'll get you, Murphy, if it's the last thing I do.
Yeah, it's kind of been a sore spot in our relationship ever since.
Yeah, someone like me. I didn't update from Windows 7 either.
Yeah, not many people wake up from blackouts with new furniture.
This is true. Not many people do.
What's up with the bed? Looks like it's for a... I certainly don't remember this piece of furniture. Looks like a genuine antique instead of something I normally get at a white elephant sale.
Can't open it up anyway.
Whoa. I've never seen this much money in my life. If this is my money, what were they paying me for?
So yeah, one of the drawbacks, this kind of looks warped. But, you know, 3D graphics, trying to deal with an actual 3D environment.
Well, that's new.
But here's the stand.
Someday, I hope to collect all of the Mike and Ike Hammer comics and place them here. The door to my back storage room is locked. That's strange. Oh, I had this door permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me.
I can see how. So obviously I do not know where all the comics are located. So I do not know how I'm going to, you know, how to actually collect them all. Well, let's actually do this.
Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner!
Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's my one stability in this crazy world.
Look at this.
Well, this happened on my first case. I was in the shootout of my life at the warehouse district.
Oh yeah, here's the actual graphics they used in the original game. The very first game.
I took a bullet, and while I was recovering, I swore I was always going to use my brains before brawn.
What's the
Archie Ellis wrote a book? I bet this sells for pennies on eBay.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go get some extra points here.
I close my eyes and dream of one, the one I love so dear.
Let's see, just doing a quick double check here.
No messages on the vid phone. It's a note from my old friend Archie Ellis. Apparently he's out of town.
So, apparently Tex Murphy is suffering from a good bout of amnesia following that blow to the head. Very medically inaccurate that it happened that way, but, you know, Vigi games.
The Ritz is the fire trap I call home. So it wasn't a horrible dream. There are gun shell casings in a shot-out window above the electronics shop. I know I'm involved, but how? I should investigate the area and then find out if anybody else heard the commotion.
It's totally point-and-click looking.
The Ritz is the fire trap I call home. Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsee. That's an empty vial. Lead pipes are always magically drawn to my skull like moths to the flame.
In case you haven't figured it out, all these clips are from older games.
That's an empty vial.
Pick up the vial, okay.
This photo was taken from the top floor of the electronics shop. Who's over there spying on me? Nice graffiti art. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me.
Where is he? He's up at the window. I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop.
Where is he? He's up at the window.
So we're just getting a memory, I guess.
I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop.
Where's he shooting from? Look, the top window. I just shut out our headlight.
Remember speeder headlights coming down the alleyway. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on.
He's injected himself. I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. Well, looks like the dumpster escaped unscathed. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. The Ritz is the fire trap I call home.
Yeah, that was almost a title drop.
Mike and Ike Hammer, murder my sweet. The Ritz is the fire trap I call home.
Not that I think we're going to get many more clues immediately around the building. Yeah, don't want to go anywhere yet.
Whoa, it's a picture of me at my office. Someone's been spying on me from the top floor of the electronics shop. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on.
One more thorough investigation to see what I have missed. Doesn't look like much.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was... Another Mike and Ike Hammer. Candy Cane Confidential.
For those of you, I don't know how popular they are.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the
popular
radiation
any of
couldn't
ours
penetrate through all the lead
outside of the States. But Mike and Ike's are a fairly...
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Citizen Candy Cane.
Yeah, Mike and Ike's are a fairly popular type of candy at movie theaters.
Some things
and
never
such.
change or biodegrade.
So somebody decided Mike Hammer needed to
These
become Mike
dumpsters
and Ike
have housed
Hammer.
various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent. These dumpsters have housed
Looks like Louis at the Bruin Stew is preparing to open up shop. You should go talk to him. Maybe he heard something.
Thank you, Smart Alex.
This is the Bruin Stew run by Louis Laments, nicest guy on Chandler. He let me run up a tab a time or two.
Electronic shop is closed.
I'm no detective, but you need to find a way to get up to the second floor of the electronics shop. You know, like a ladder?
This is on gamer mode, correct?
Sad to say, many robots and cyborgs end up down here. They get hooked on old Chihuahua motor oil, and they stumble down here looking for a fix until their lights fade out. Sad to say, many robots and These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsee. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found. It's a 3 Cards to Midnight shop.
3 Cards to Midnight being the name of a hidden object
Archie helped me out on my Pandora directive case, where we met a charming fellow named Jackson Cross.
A hidden object game that these guys produced.
I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear? Get this pukehead out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Nice guy.
Man, I thought this would have ended up in the Andes Mountains.
No such luck. But he did explode, so you know.
It's a 3 Cards to Midnight shop. Looks like Rusty's Fun Mass building has been converted into a Knights of the Templar clubhouse. Rusty's always gave me the creeps.
Yeah.
Rusty's always gave me the creeps. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later. Rusty the Clown was one of our more infamous Chandler Avenue residents. He ended up in a vat of chemicals strong enough to melt titanium.
They're just little oval fruit-flavored candies. Mostly gummy with a hard shell.
Sounds like there's something scary in the sewers.
Guess what, Tex? You're probably gonna have to go down there.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War. Yeah, some things never change. Or biodegrade.
Like your commentary.
I'm pretty sure every one of your cases involves the Snow White warehouse somehow.
Yeah, just about.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood. It's the old Savant School. That had a short tenure here on Chandler Avenue. Lots of impressive graduates, though.
I seem to recall. Yeah, here we go. These are photos of, I believe, the development team.
Yeah, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Most likely to start a Fortune 500 company. Oh, what a strong jawline you have. Most likely to start an NGO. Whoa, that playa be mean mugging me. Well, this joker might have taken submit a headshot too seriously. Someone get this guy a comb. He seems stern, yet fair. I wonder what he's looking at. Now that's a nice smile. Well, winter is coming.
Meow.
Mr. Congeniality. Definitely a physics major. Very distinguished. Hey, get a haircut, hippie. The green screen leads me to believe that they're going to Photoshop someone else in later. I don't know if I trust this guy. PI rule number 47. Never trust anyone with a monocle. Hey, that's my ex-wife's boyfriend. You know, I can appreciate any man who wears a turtleneck. What is this guy mad about? Must be a pilot. Only pilots wear scarves. I think I borrowed money from this guy once. Most likely to be a beatnik. Must have been class president. It's like he's looking through me. Most likely to become president? Uh-huh. John Lennon? Oh, she looks good in purple. Most likely to become a famous actor.
Yeah, that's Chris there.
Looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He's almost too serious.
Yes, Tex talks a lot
The key to
and
life
often.
is not taking it seriously and riding sharks. Captain of the football team. Nice shades. Oh, he looks great in a suit. Class clown? Class of 2022. Most likely to visit all 7 continents. Cutest couple, class of 2022. Most likely to lose his keys at a Pink Floyd concert. I hope this wasn't his Christmas card. If William H. Macy were more handsome, he'd look like this. This guy looks like that famous actor who was in all those movies. He looks a little too young to be in here. The Cardinals? Get this guy an agent. Most likely to become an enforcer for the Mafia? Well, this must have been taken at a movie premiere. Well, hello there. What's he doing at the Savant School? He looks like an ale-swilling, lightning-riding Norse god. Most likely to take over the world. Most likely to be ID'd when he's 30. Well, the shirt says Audrey Hepburn. Those legs are all Betty Grable. Most likely to pose in front of leather-bound books. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hey, put some clothes on. CSI, New San Francisco, starring this guy. Family isn't just a thing, it's the only thing. Now that's a man I'd buy speeder insurance from. Most likely to be reincarnated as Jerry Garcia. Well, this mutant's got a little green hand coming out of his forehead. Cool. I wouldn't kill you to smile for the picture. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Most likely to solve world hunger, class of 2021. That is easily in the top 10 best mustaches I've ever seen. Collared shirt says business, but the daiquiri says party. Most likely to climb Mount Everest. You know, the older I get, the younger everyone else seems to look. Dad, are you back from the grocery store? Oh, sure. Show off that you were in Paris. Well, let's have a staring contest. 1, 2, 3, go. A candid moment of our subject, deep in thought. Hey, party on, dude.
I just wonder how many of these were him saying just the first thing that came to his mind when he took a quick look at the picture.
Mrs. Havisham? Hey, it's a better looking version of me. This became a highly sought after neighbor. I have the funniest feeling that this guy is pantsless. Groovy. Most sarcastic, class of 2020. I don't trust that cat, not one bit.
You probably shouldn't. That cat has it in for somebody.
I think I saw this guy in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. I find this picture to be illogical. Most likely to be a U.S. Senator. Most likely to be first married. Most likely to win the Nobel Prize. Most laid back, class of 2020. Most likely to marry for money. I'm not really sure what's going on here.
I don't think anyone is.
I wouldn't want to freak you out, but there's a huge bird on your head.
Yep, and one in their hands.
You know, I was just thinking that people don't wear enough orange. Most likely to ski down Mount Everest. This picture is about as friendly as an audit by the IRS. Most likely to play guitar in an indie band. Ding, 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 ding. We have a doppelganger. It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Licorice Rope.
I don't know how far you can actually drop down and actually not die. But I do know that make getting back down those stairs a little more difficult than it should have been.
A wheel well car? Classic.
Since they all use hovercraft now, basically. And
nothing but destroyed homes and buildings for blocks in all directions. But each year, something menacing grows up through the decay.
Basically, the not-so-invisible wall there. I did not know it did that. That startled me slightly when it decided to make the sound.
Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse. Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse. Yeah, needs a key. It's locked and I need to find a way to open it. Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse. What do we got here? It's like instructions to get into the Snow White warehouse.
Nifty. Yes, I did see your suggestions. I don't recall if I don't remember what the suggestions were offhand, but I'm not sure about either of them. I'll have to take another look at them. Weren't they both like side-scrolling platformers? Basically? Oops, wrong one. Hey Joe, we changed the Snow White warehouse lockbox code.
What do we got here? It's like instructions to get into the Snow White warehouse.
New code is 4268. But we need a key to open up the lockbox. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't have a jump button.
Mi hombre es Tex. It's like a swipe card reader. Mi hombre es Tex. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
So we need a swipe card to get into the Llama Club.
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
I don't have a claw hammer or anything to rip off the boards there. Or else that's another building I could look at.
These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent.
Somebody set up a very crude shelter there.
Good evening, ladies and charms. I'm your entertainer tonight, Mr. Franco Spinoza. I'm going to be playing some songs that I know you'll love. Listen to this one. Hard and cold, it's what it does to me. Hot and cold, the shower sprays on me. La la, hey, la la la, to hell with it.
Yeah, don't give up your day job.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Hotel was so famous they named a bridge after it.
Uh-huh. That's right, Antechamber and Hammer Fight. Hammer Fight was a weird game when I actually cracked it open and looked at it a long time ago. Very physics-based for a fighter. That's right.
This leads to Coit Tower. Every few years, someone gets the bright idea that this place should be preserved. Repairs are done for a few months, then the workers disappear when City Hall realizes what type of people really inhabit this place.
I mean,
This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
Giving Antechamber and Hammer Fight a little playtime on stream. Maybe not tonight, but you know.
This old Buick's been picked clean by the urban vultures.
Something's running.
I have no desire to ride that streetcar.
But it's not even named Desire Man.
This became a highly sought after. I have no desire to ride that streetcar. This became highly sought after. I have no desire to ride that streetcar. This became a highly sought after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint.
Oh, there are always ideas after games.
This became a highly sought after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint. Another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Tootsie Rolled.
We're on the top floor now. So just in case. No. Okay, that didn't kill me.
Closed. Yeah, this building's been a lemon for anyone who's tried to open a business here.
Crime scene. Do not enter. The Inspector Burns barbecue. Electronics shop is still closed.
Closed. Yeah, this building's been a lemon for anyone who's tried to open a business here.
Which is quite a few people. Okay.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Hotel was so famous they named a bridge after it. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Okay, now that we've actually pretty thoroughly looked around the place, notice that not a whole lot is actually open.
It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later. It's locked. I won't be able to enter without proper identification. Being part of a historical landmark is not really helping my midlife crisis.
Can imagine not.
Roads. Where we're going? Yeah, we'll need roads. It's the sewer to Chandler Avenue. And I never go in there unless I really, really have to.
You will really, really have to, Tex.
It's the sewer to Chandler Avenue.
You always do.
I never go in there unless I really, really have to. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War. It's the sewer to Chandler Avenue. And I never go in there unless I really, really have to.
Can't get back there from here. Louis looks open, though. I think it's the only place that is open.
I'm here to see my pal Louie, but I see a pretty brunette at the counter. I have the feeling she recognizes me, but I have no idea who she is.
Well, hello, stranger.
Pinch me, confused, straight to the case. Ah, yes, branching dialogue paths. Oh boy.
Is Louie here?
He's in the back, getting ready to open. You're up awfully early. Want some coffee?
Metaphor or less.
I like it like my heart.
Black.
Nope. Super sweet and loaded with cholesterol.
Is that blood? Ow! Oh, hush. Been out picking fights again?
So we know this person, or this person knows us, but we don't remember them.
Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
You do, huh? In the mood for a little role-playing? Who do you think you are? Mr. Tall, blonde, and bloodied.
Well, I'm Tex Murphy. I'm a private investigator. I am 39-ish, and I live at the Ritz Hotel.
No. Let me show you how to do it. I'm Taylor, and I'll be your nurse. I recommend 2 aspirin and lots of bed rest. Maybe all afternoon long.
Maybe I should go find Louie.
You shouldn't go drinking without me. Next time, call me and we'll get sloshed together. Ah, geez, I'm late. I got a new extension at work. I'll send it to your smart Alex. Please, go see Dr. Donahue at the North Hill Clinic. Call me after and tell me what she says about that noggin of yours. See you, Uncle Louie.
See you, Taylor.
Mr. Murphy, what are you doing here?
Oh, last time we saw this guy, he was actually friendly with us in the previous games.
Mr. Murphy? Come on, Louie. What happened to Moith?
Is there something I can do for you? Because if not, I got stuff to do in the back.
Something I said?
Why are you acting mad at me?
You know why. You drunk again? I told you. You ain't allowed in here. You've been drinking.
Well, I don't feel drunk. It's just my brain's a little foggy.
What happened to your head?
I don't know. I woke up on the fire escape. I go into my apartment and everything is different. The street, Chelsea's newsstand, you. Everything is completely different. I mean, I don't know whether I'm tripping here or having a bad dream or something.
What's the last thing you remember before you woke up?
I don't know, but something with Chelsea.
Chelsea? What day do you think it is? No, hold on. What year do you think it is?
What year? Are you serious? It's 2043.
Oh, jeez. Look at that calendar. Over there, on the fridge.
2050. What the hell's going on here? Last night, Chelsea and I went to the Golden Pagoda. I think the wording was very, very attractive.
Sadly, that's from Overseer. I believe.
No.
What? It's me.
Look, somebody has stolen our car. I mean, here I am, my speeder's stolen out here, I'm sitting on a great...
Oi! Would you guys like a lift to the cop shop?
No, we'll walk.
He's really just trying to do us a favor.
Chelsea, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. It's like some sort of deja vu.
The Fabergé World Tour 44, the most exotic and exquisite exhibit of the day.
Who's your mate?
Oh, that's Tex. He's having a very bad day.
That true, Tex?
Oh, no, everything's just going peachy.
Well, things could get worse, huh?
He shot me. He shot both of us. He shot me. There's nothing.
Why isn't there anything?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mike. It wasn't last night. It was 7 years ago.
What the hell is that?
Looks like you got injected with something. Maybe that's what's messing with your head. Or maybe it's that goose egg. Either way, buddy, you gotta see a doctor.
What about Chelsea? Where is she? I mean, is she okay?
You said to never say nothing about her. Never again.
Oh man.
Louis, I don't know what kind of bastard I turned into over these last 7 years, but this is me, Tex. You've got to tell me where Chelsea is. Louis, please tell me.
That night, you and Chelsea just disappeared. You showed up a few weeks later. You couldn't remember nothing then neither. But Chelsea, she never showed up.
I hate doctors, but I guess I should go get this checked out and find out if there's anything seriously wrong.
You shouldn't be driving in your condition.
Okay, Anonymous.
I'll call you a cab.
Huh. Well, here is the thing we haven't seen in a while.
It sure is good to have the old knife back. I don't want to get all mushy, but I missed you, Mike.
Ah, yes.
We don't get too much of that stuff around here anymore. Cops have been good about cleaning things up. I got no idea who would have been doing the shooting or getting taken. Clint's done a real nice job, don't you think? Good to see the neighborhood getting fixed up. I don't got a ladder. You might want to check at the Golden Gate Hotel. They've been doing a bunch of renovations. I like that Archie fella. Real friendly. Don't always understand what he's talking about, but hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Yeah, nice to have some fresh blood here on Chandler Avenue. Not really the kind of place I do a lot of shopping at, but some folks seem to like it fine. You know, I love Chelsea like she was my own daughter. I still miss her, even after all this time.
Louis, you are a good sort.
I forget. You don't remember nothing about Taylor. She works for the Bay City Mirror, does a lot of investigations, and she's a real peach. Sweet, smart, funny. I wasn't too happy that you and her were spending time together, but maybe she was seeing through all that tough guy stuff. She's good that way.
You really do not deserve to have Tex as a friend.
No, me? I'm just the same as always. Just a little less of me than I used to be. I wish I could tell you everything you can't remember, but I don't know much. You and Chelsea went missing, and then you showed up out of nowhere a few weeks later. A couple of days after, you was gone again. I only saw you a few times after that. A couple of years went by, and then you came back, and something bad had happened to you. I don't know what, but it made you hard and mean, and you just got worse. Got to where I didn't even want you around anymore.
I can't go to the North Hill Clinic. Not now. I need to investigate the crime scene to find out what happened before the police arrive.
Because that's smart of you, Tex. You know, I remember other full-motion video games where characters in them get severe head trauma and don't have it investigated.
That's an empty vial. Lead pipes are always magically drawn to my skull like moths to the flame.
It doesn't work out well for them.
Where is he? He's up at the window.
All of those gave me the same
Someone
reaction.
was shooting from the top of the electronics shop.
He's injected himself. I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted.
Can't quite.
No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. Motor oil, the secret ingredient to Louis' Armageddon blend. Louis usually up at this time. I should ask him if he heard anything.
Where's he shooting from? Look, look, look! The top window! I just shut out our headlight.
I remember speeder headlights coming down the alleyway.
If anything at all triggers. Nope, doesn't look like it. Next move would be to find the ladder. Be nice if we could just grab the scaffold and drag it over. I guess that might be a little
I never
bit heavy,
actually
though.
see anyone working on this street. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later. Behind Rook's pawn shop is a dirty, ugly alcove that reminds me a lot of Rook himself. Oh, I remember the day I came back to my office to that grisly sight.
Oh yeah, that.
I tried for an hour to get Pug's head out of the water cooler, but it was no dice. The police showed up and thought about grilling me until they realized Pug was a mutant. And it was like they couldn't care less.
I guess people are a little apprehensive about taking that bottle back for deposit.
It's been there 7 years. My God, how is that head still recognizable? A broken zip line trolley.
These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent.
This racket. Combustible barrels. Here's a ladder. Can't really do much about taking it with me, but I can get up here.
This door's just painted on. I knew there was something creepy in there. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found. I knew there was something creepy in there. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint. gate's locked, but when Rook gets to work, he'll unlock it, so I'll check back later.
So they've been doing renovations, huh?
Wow, this place really has been renovated. I guess that dumbbell Ardo must have come into some money. But as I walk to the counter, I suspect this place is under new management.
Holograms are people too.
Welcome to the Golden Gate Hotel. How can I help you? Mr. Murphy?
Did you know Ardo, the guy who worked here before? Wonder whatever happened to that big, lovable moron.
Ardo Newpop, California State Senator. Ran on a fire safety platform.
He became a senator. My head.
Wow. Service around here has gotten a lot better and a lot smarter. Call me Tex.
No, thank you. The last time I tried that, you were all...
I'm a professional and should be treated as such.
For some self-righteous baloney like that. Management heard about it and I didn't get any time off for a month.
Time off? For a hologram.
Well, I don't meet many button-activated women, although it'd be a great optional feature.
God damn it, Tex.
What's your name?
You know very well who I am. Holly Graham. Cute, right? You tangibles just can't resist a pun.
So, I think your sign has a typo. It says holograms are people, too.
So you can read. It's for the hologram rights movement.
I hate to tell you this, but holograms aren't people. And I ought to know, because I've dated a few.
That's exactly what they used to say about minorities, women, and mutants. It's our turn now. I'm officially on strike.
Uh-huh. There's commentary here I'm not going to touch with the 10-foot pole.
Strikes work a little better when you're not on the job.
Civil disobedience isn't easy when your oppressors control you with a button.
Well, more battery power to you.
Really? You're the last person I thought I'd hear that from. Everyone in this neighborhood's afraid of you, you know.
I think your file on me might be corrupted. Mind if I ask a few diagnostic questions?
Sure. Though I should warn you, I don't get out much.
Okay. So, no information there.
Now that I know you support the hologram rights movement, I may have to reevaluate my opinion of you. I heard gunshots, and then the speeder came flying out and took off. Well, it's no Golden Gate Hotel, is it?
No, not exactly. Got a ladder?
We keep everything like that over at the Snow White warehouse.
God damn it.
I think he came in one time with Mojo, the kid from the barbecue place. It was awkward.
Huh.
Taylor's my bestie, my real friend. I don't know what she's doing with you.
Uh-huh.
The nicest tangible I've ever met.
He is. He really is.
Oh, you know me. Just a hologram. Here to serve my tangible oppressors. I've heard they keep a key or something to get inside the warehouse by the door.
I should look around the hotel lobby and see if there's anything here that could help me out.
The doors.
I guess this is time out for unruly guests.
There's that. We don't need to talk to her.
When visiting Salt Lake, be sure to visit... Oh. When visiting Salt Lake, be sure to visit... Oh. It's a key to a lockbox.
Hey, there we go.
All these pictures of how beautiful San Francisco used to be just depress me. Nice furniture. Only guests of this hotel are allowed entrance through here. Nice furniture.
Ow. That pun hurt.
Could use a throw pillow. Forget it, Jake. It's a Chinatown sale. Forget it, Jake. It's a Chinatown sale.
There's a throw pillow.
Could use a throw pillow.
It's going right there. I can't look at it, though. Can't look at the paper either, apparently.
Forget it, Jake. It's a Chinatown sale. This place could use a woman's touch. When visiting Salt Lake, this place could use a woman's touch. Nice furniture. I'm surprised people still read newspapers, but admittedly, they bring a nice nostalgia.
You still use a fax machine. So, yeah, I'm not seeing much else to poke at here.
The Golden Gate Hotel? Nicest place on Chandler. Well, hopefully ballroom renovations include installing an actual ball pit.
That would be amazing. So now that we have a key,
it's a key to a lockbox. Too bad this zipline trolley is broken. It's missing a wheel.
okay.
What do we got here? It's like instructions to get into the Snow White warehouse. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. Whoa, it's a picture of me at my office. Someone's been spying on me from the top floor of the electronic. It's a note from my old friend.
Okay. Weird. Okay. Eight 246 was it? 4268. Okay.
Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse. Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
There's a ladder. Wonder if we can get that ladder down.
Well, the owners must have really raised the rent on this place. There's hardly anything left on these shelves. Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse. Well, the owners must have really raised the rent on this place. There's hardly anything left on these shelves. A ladder would be useful, except I can't reach it when it's on that pulley. Wow, is this still here? I used this to deal with a cunning criminal on my Under a Killing Moon case who had a bad case of bozophobia.
Clip show. Clip show.
I heard he had my name tattooed on his knuckles, and he wants to show me firsthand when he gets out of prison. I'm not really looking forward to that.
I wouldn't be either.
Well, the owners must have really raised the rent on this place. There's hardly anything left on these shelves.
Not a lot to look at down here.
Some familiar names on the Chandler Avenue sex offender list.
Boy, that is an old typewriter.
Looks like an interesting read. Looks like an interesting read. Looks like an interesting read.
Can I take it?
Looks like an interesting read.
I can barely read that. Tex Murphy had uncovered the greatest secret in the history of the world, and there were some who would stop at nothing to protect.
Looks like an interesting read.
So I can't even... So you couldn't comment on it, but, you know, fair enough. Can I reach it now?
Well, now that I have a ladder, I can get into the second floor of the electronics shop.
But really, there's like nothing in here to actually get. It was just you open the place up and get the ladder. That's pretty much the only thing they put in here.
Well, the owners must have really raised the rent on this. Yep, that's the Snow White warehouse.
I'm surprised.
Nice ladder.
Current path is somewhere I'll find you. Ah, yes. So yeah, your conversations and the way you solve puzzles are going to affect things. Much like the Pandora directive did. Your choices are actually going to matter. There's that. Okay, so...
Well, that was stupid.
Oh, come on. Work with me, Tex. So, let me guess, that started a timer.
Someone's been spying on the citizens of Chandler Avenue. Well, someone's been living up here. And that's a damn shame. This guy was working diligently to get a free sub at Inspector Burns' barbecue. Someone needs to update their poster collection. Prohibition ended 100 years ago. Someone needs to update their poster collection. Prohibition ended 100 years ago. Oh, I was anti-hibition myself.
There's a stopwatch. We can't. Nothing on there is targetable. Can't look at the grate. Huh. Blue. Oh, neat. terrible at these games. I should write this down, except... Oh, there. I do have a pen handy. I don't know how many attempts I get this. So there's 16 wheels. The 9. Two. Okay. That didn't do me much good, that I can tell. I can't really... If there's a difference on those lights, I can't really tell. It looks like... Six. The one in position 6. That one kind of looks lit up. The one in position 13. The one in position 16. Those 4 look lit up more than any others. I don't know what that does for us. Oh, it opened up the bookcase. Fair enough. I don't think that guy's alive.
Don't shoot.
I don't think he's alive anymore. They're better ways, Tex. Checking for a pulse, maybe? Oh, good!